We have some breaking news from Congress, everybody. The Democrats in Congress want to pass a bill that will lower Medicare eligibility age to 60 years old and add better benefits. And jobless claims are continuing to increase all across the country. In fact, the US Labor Department just reported that initial jobless claims unexpectedly rose last week despite an ongoing recovery in the US employment market. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is your 4th Stimulus Check Update and Daily News Report. Now we have a ton of news to cover in today's video, so be sure to stay until the end and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
You know, my support for Social Security has been solid my entire career. I did join with a lot of other Democrats to make sure we fixed Social Security, quote unquote, made it solvent during the Reagan years.
As the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, let me tell you what I mean by the kind of budget that we have got to bring forth in Congress. We got to make higher education affordable.
Produced by one of the Democrats yesterday, which has been endorsed by Stacey Abrams, in what is of extraordinarily dubious constitutionality, would remove redistricting from state legislatures and hand it over to computers. Equally unacceptable.
So as I said, everybody, the US Labor Department reported that initial jobless claims rose last week despite the ongoing recovery. First-time filings for unemployment insurance for the week ending on June 12 totaled 412,000. That is compared with the previous weeks of 375,000. Last week was the highest number since May 15th. An economist surveyed by Dow Jones had been expecting 360,000 new claims for last week. Now, all of the increase essentially came from two states, everybody. The state of Pennsylvania saw a gain of 21,590, while California rose by around 15,000. Now, the surprise rise in claims follows a series of steps towards normalcy in the payrolls picture. A year ago, folks, the nation was seeing close to 1.5 million new claims every single week amid continued government-imposed business shutdowns aimed at containing the crisis. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell noted the difficulties in getting workers back to finding the record 9.3 million available jobs. Powell said at a news conference, factors related to the crisis, such as caregiving, ongoing fears, and unemployment insurance payments, appear to be weighing on unemployment growth. Everybody, what do you believe is causing a rise in jobless claims? Is it the unemployment benefits? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, Democrats are eyeing a $6 trillion infrastructure investment plan that goes far beyond roads and bridges to include core party priorities, from lowering the Medicare eligibility age to 60 and adding dental, vision, and hearing benefits, to incorporating a long-running effort to provide legal status for certain immigrants. The Senate is preparing a draft budget document alongside one in the House that puts a new focus on President Joe Biden's big legislative proposal and shows the scope of what Democrats would hope to accomplish with a go-at-it-alone approach, separate from any possible bipartisan deal. Back from his trip, Biden is re-engaging with Congress as the administration and its allies on Capitol Hill embark on a two-pronged strategy, reviewing a nearly $1 trillion plan from a group of 21 senators, including 11 Republicans, while pursuing their own priorities in a more substantial package. Senate Budget Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders said that Democrats want to expand Medicare and lower the cost of prescriptions. Bernie revealed the plan on Thursday, saying the proposal is meant to build on President Biden's American Jobs Plan and American Families Plan. And when asked if Democrats were considering reconciliation, a process that would avoid having to persuade any Republicans to back the measure in order to force the changes, Senator Sanders told reporters, "Absolutely. The president has given us a framework. I think it's a comprehensive and serious framework. It is the function of the Congress now to take that framework and go with it. I think it's absolutely imperative that we make sure elderly people can chew their food because we expand Medicare to dental care, hearing aids, and eyeglasses." Bernie Sanders, everybody, does want to help out our seniors, and he also wants to increase the Social Security benefits. It is a promise that he's been saying for a long time. Now, Sanders will not disclose exact details. He indicated that the size and scope is needed to address the crisis. Sanders stated the goal is also to ensure that the wealthiest people and the largest companies start paying their fair share of taxes. Everybody, I'm happy to hear that lawmakers are working on Medicare. According to Yahoo Finance, there's a crisis brewing in the healthcare industry. Medicare's Hospital Insurance Trust Fund, which pays for services like hospital visits and nursing home facilities, is expected to be depleted by 2026, and that's just 5 years from now. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should Democrats and Republicans agree to send out more stimulus relief and should help out the American people, especially our seniors, by increasing the Social Security benefits. Tell me your thoughts on this, folks, in the comments below. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your amazing support.
Next week, as the Democratic leader has indicated, the Senate will finally get the opportunity to vote on the bill that House and Senate Democrats have both made their #1 priority for the entire Congress. S1 is a bad bill filled with bad ideas, and I've been crystal clear about opposing it from the very beginning. But for Democrats themselves, coming up with a compelling rationale for this unprecedented political power grab has been a long and winding road. It started back in 2019. Then our friends on the left were still trying to wrap their heads around a stunning defeat in the 2016 presidential election. So the Speaker of the House billed H.R. 1 as a major overhaul for what her party concluded was a profoundly broken democracy. Then 2020 changed everything. A Democrat actually won the White House. I guess our democracy wasn't broken after all. This time, apparently federal authorities just needed urgent protection from state legislatures running their own elections. So, Madam President, we're talking about fundamentally the very same bill, and one thing's for certain, major overhaul doesn't even begin to describe it. The awful guts are all in there. There's the plan to forcibly rewrite large portions of the 50 states' respective election laws, and the plan to create new publicly funded accounts, not for building roads and bridges, expanding rural broadband, or fighting the opioid epidemic, just piles of federal dollars going to yard signs, balloons, and TV ads for candidates at least half of Americans disagree with. There's the plan to trash a decades-old bipartisan consensus on the right way to call balls and strikes on elections and turn the even split of the Federal Election Commission into a partisan majority. And the one to give the majority new and broader tools for chilling the rights of citizens to engage in political speech it doesn't like. It's such a radical proposal that even prominent voices on the left have urged caution. Lawyers from the ACLU, no less, have sounded the alarm on its proposed encroachment on free speech. One liberal expert went further, saying that if Democrats think their bill is, quote, essential to secure democracy,